Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know you're all excited about the Toxicon XM5, or to be honest, if you looked at the comments, it kind of looks like no one's excited about it because everyone seems to be moaning about the price, but it is what it is. Just to take, peace in the fact that I'm spending money so you don't have to. So on the lead up to the Toxicon turning up, I'd been thinking about buying one of these for a while. I am a fan of the EVO. I've had a couple of EVOs over the years. I've always sold them, and I think it's watching gun tubers. I think I was watching a Micah Mayfield video, and he'd done a Scorpion. And I was like, man, the Scorpion's such a cool gun, but I just can't bring myself to do AEG anymore. So I thought, you know what, they do a HPA one, so let's give that a go. See what's the crack with that. If it's any good. It's super expensive. I mean, there's only a couple of places in the UK that I found this in stock. A lot of the shops had it for 600, 650 plus, which I think is just an outright, a bit too much. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it kindly. But there was a local shop to me here in Cannock, a shop I used to work for a hell of a long time ago, which is HPA Airsoft, and they had them in stock, and it was about $5.50, I think, if I remember correctly. So they were the cheapest that had it in stock in the UK, so that's where I went. I didn't want to wait to import it from France, from like Power 6 or somewhere like that. I just wanted to get it next day, so that's what I did. So what is it? It's a ASG CZ EVO Scorpion EVO 3A1, but the HPA edition comes with a Wolverine Inferno fitted out of the box, so you don't have to do anything, which if you were to go and buy, or if you had a Scorpion EVO, whether it's this or the other two models, and then you went and bought the Wolverine kit to put into it, it actually turns out a lot more expensive. So in the box, as usual, you get a mag, you get the gun itself, you've got some bits under here, so you've got iron sights, and there's actually like a load of bits which is like manual, I suppose, stuff, which runs you through it. So I just wanted to know what the pressure was. So between 80 and 140, so we should be fine. You can pause that video there if you want to read any of that. You also get like a catalogue with it, which, to be honest with you, I'll never go through because ASG to me is just kind of fell off. They're not as prominent as, I mean, I might be wrong. I don't deal with a lot of AEG stuff anymore, but they just don't seem as prominent in the market as what they used to be. And to be honest, with the trends in airsoft, everybody's going, or a lot of companies now are appreciating that there's a massive trend in GBBR, gas blowback pistols, gas blowback rifles. So I think ASG, they'd be silly not to just take this IP that they've got licensing for and just produce a gas blowback EVO Scorpion. It can be done. Just do it, and we will buy the crap out of it. You've got to move with the market. You can't be stuck in the past. So there's my little rant over. So it's very similar to like an electric EVO. Everything's pretty much the same. Controls the same. Hops where it's normally is. It locks back if you pull that back, so you can adjust your hop. You lock that forward. It's got empty mag detection, so when it's empty, it'll stop firing. You take your mag out. You put a new mag in. You press the bolt catch, and it will continue firing. You've got the Wolverine Inferno HPA engine, but you still retain the 3 fire select modes, so it's not just safe, semi, full auto. You've got safe, semi, 2-round burst. Was it 3-round burst? 3-round burst and full auto. I don't know where I'm getting the 2-round burst from. We get some iron sights in the box, as you would with the electric one. I'm guessing the majority of the gun is the same, just the gearbox. Obviously the grip's going to be a little bit different because you've got a HPA line coming through. Let's see if we can get this out here. Great. It does look a little bit bare without these on. So yeah, there's method in my madness with this, because I know I'm sure a lot of you are going, what the hell, you're all about GBBRs. And I am, but I did want another Scorpion, and I didn't want another Scorpion that's bloody electric. So we'll just shove this on here. I can't remember which way around this goes, but I don't think it really matters for now. Am I getting that on correctly? Just for the looks of it, so that might be backwards. What you do, got like a 2-stage flash eye. So you've got your flash eye itself, and then you've got this collar which actually clamps to the front of the rail or the handguard, and basically pulls it backwards, like so. And for a long time, what I'd been trying to do was to get I think it's the BET, the one with the suppressed front end, which is slightly longer. I was going to get that and then buy the conversion kit. It was just going to be vastly expensive. Talking with someone in the Discord, if you don't know him, Jal, he used to work with ASG, and he was saying they literally weren't allowed to sell the handguard and front end separate, which I think is just a massive pain. Because if you've got an EVO and you want to get the bet, you had to buy a whole brand new EVO. You couldn't just buy the handguard, and it was just, to me, it seemed wrong, but it does make sense with what he was saying, that they weren't allowed to do it. So this is where you plug your battery in. Just a little HPA battery here. So this is a 7.4 200 milliamp. We'll see if we can hear the solenoid. Single, 3 round, very crisp and full auto. And there we have it. So what we'll do, we'll fold this up. I think what I will do, you know, moving forward, if I use this at a game, is I'll probably get the batteries, get the connectors wound up so they're easily chargeable, but also so they're not like, you haven't got a load of cables floating around like this. Maybe we could do like a little 3D printed sleeve to put it in. It's like almost like a mini hard case, because you want to protect it, but you also don't want to see it through the handguard. I'm probably butchering this, but it's been a long time since I've had an EVO, so bear with me. Right. It's not going to let me do it. Come on. We have to see the battery for now until I sort it out. So we slide the battery on there, we put the collars on. So yeah, I wanted an integrally suppressed front end EVO. I've always wanted one, but you know, I moved away from electric stuff, so I've got some ideas of what I'm going to be doing with this. So fires, empty mag, stops firing, take it out, push the bolt catch, carries on firing. It's practically the same, I know I keep saying it, as the electric one, but you've just got an HPA one instead. So you can probably guess the direction that I'm going to be going with this. It's going to be a sneaky boy gun. And the reason why I wanted it was these are very, very light. You know, they're not very heavy at all. I thought I could make a little sort of fast CQB, well, maybe not CQB, but this is set to 120 PSI because I was using it with the M249 last time. So we'll have to make sure that we can turn that down. I dare say that's going to be a little bit too much. Sorry if I'm scatterbrained right now. Damn it, really? Okay, it's got to be this one. There we go, because it's like an imperial screw. So we'll wind that back. Try and release a little bit of the air. It's going to let me. And then we'll connect it. So currently got it to, let's say, to 100, and see what power that gives us. I imagine it does have the ability to dual creep. I know everybody, when this originally released, especially in the UK, it was when the regulations were sort of changing with HPA and the you know, the legal limits per se. So a lot of companies to begin with weren't bringing these in, or if they did bring them in, they were semi-only, because everybody was freaking out that HPA, and they were going to, you know, turn around and say to you, you've got like a firearm or something like this. So, but we can set it. We've got the tournament lock on the regulator, and let's put some .3s in this thing. And the other plus, you know, about this is I've already got a shed ton of these mags and the PTS ones for it, because I've got an MTW9, that super expensive one I built a while ago. So I don't even need to go out buying mags. I've got literally loads. So just dropped a BB into the receiver. So single shot. We've got 3-round burst. Very crisp, and we've got full auto. And we'll see if we can get a chrono reading out of this on a 0.3 before the chrono dies. I need to get some batteries. So 1.5 joules, 1.4, I think the package did say 1.4, 1.4, 1.4, 1.4, 1.4, 1.4. So 1.44 joules there on a 0.3. We are running a tad high, so we're at 100 psi. We could turn this down. So let's turn the power down. So 50, 60, 70, we're at 80 psi now. So 80 psi on a 0.3. We haven't got hop set, so it's not going to be super accurate. And we're at 1.1 joules. Oh, 0.9. That might be dropping on the pressure because I've released it. So 50, 60, let's go 70 psi. I know it says 80 to 140, but we'll just try it at 70. 1 joule. Come on, chrono, you're pissing me off. Okay, it was coming out 1 joule at 70 psi, so do some fun. And it stops firing when it's empty. Very cool. And that was the reason, a lot of the reason behind why people were freaking out about this thing, because it was a little bit more difficult to get the power down. It was very easy to get the power up. Now, I don't know if Wolverine does anything to reduce or restrict power in the engines. So we can reduce it on here, but the last thing we want is to, you know, starve the engine of air and keep it running. I'll be doing some bits and pieces. We could do like a wide bore barrel. There's many ways we can get the power down. I don't intend to extend the barrel at all. It's gonna remain the original length, but we are going to be changing the front end. We're going to be doing some QD, you know, integrally suppressed stuff, especially because we can wrap it around and design it round. I say me design it round. Thor, I'm going to lean on Thor for this. Around the STFU suppressor. So if you don't know what the STFU suppressor is, go back and look in the videos. It's a suppressor that I released, and it is perfect for HPA. And I think if we can mold some, you know, wizardry around that and have a STFU front end, maybe we'll even make it available if anybody wants to have an SD front end but they can't go and buy the bits from ASG. Obviously it's going to be a non-copyright or non-IP infringing front end. So I would also like to change the stock, maybe a PDW stock. I know there's a lot of you EVO users out there, so hit me up with your ideas on that. I know I think I've seen one on Manticore arms, it looked pretty cool, which had the sliders. There's also one for the Zukov stock, I think, which I think you can get from Reptilia. So plenty of options there. I've got tons of mags. This thing, you know, I've already got all the gear for HPA, so I've literally, all I've had to do is buy the gun, which was like 550, 560 pounds. We'll just take the airline off here. So yeah, another little project. And I'm going to be talking about projects soon on the A Prison channel, because there's a lot of unfinished projects we've got, especially HPA projects. We've got the TK45, which needs to be finished. The Sub 5, I think, was pretty good to go. There's also the crazy cyberpunk pistol, which I did or started a long time ago now, and it's just one of those projects that's going to take a lot of time. So I was moving on to different things, and then I got into GBRs and it just went crazy. So let me know what you think of this. Have you got one of these? Do you run it? What do you set it on? What BBs are you running? And yeah, have I got the sight on backwards on the front? I'm pretty sure. I can't remember, you know. I don't think it really matters all that much. But yeah, I can't remember what the real one's like. Maybe it's like that. I really can't remember. They'll probably be coming off anyway and putting a red dot sight on there, but I just wanted to show it with them on there. Thanks as always for watching. A little bit of something different for you, because I know I the people ask for stuff other than GBR stuff, and I will always do something. There is an electric gun that I need to start on the channel because it was something that Double Eagle sent me, which I'm going to take a look at, which I don't normally do, but we're going to have a look. It's a cheap little M4. It's actually pretty cool. It's got like MOSFET and everything installed, so they sent it to me, so I said I'll cover it. Thanks for tuning in as always. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description below. Join the Discord, get involved with the Jaeger community. And as always, from me and Bench, we'll see you in the next one.